We are so strong and we don't even have an origin. Oh, you beauty. Yeah, look at him. He goes off between these two items. Now, hello and welcome back to The Last Flame. Spec here. Let's carry on in with Ascension Flame Master. Alright, what do we have in store here? Now, Rinji's always fun because this is quite a powerful ability. If you get any debuffs, and he enhances debuffs with his duplication here. Atros is good, Zotz is good, although I don't really like pairing Shock with Burn, because Burn is ethereal attack damage, but Shock is like, it triggers off of spell damage. Elreal is okay, not my favorite healer. It might be an Atrios Rinji run, that's kind of fun. Very low damage, but off to a quick start in terms of burn application. And then we can go for a shop run. So what if we do like shop, event, elite, star, fire, boss? We could also go to another shop. That's awesome. Let's go for it. That seems like quite a strong start to me. Hopefully we just get good relics and items from the start. And early shops are cool as well because you can buy heroes. You can be more selective. It really allows you to make a better team like pretty much straight away. So what are we dealing with? Yeah, we don't need another tank. We're not doing bleed. Ethereal, but we're not doing shock. So I think it's Kasara, just a generically good pick. And she goes well with the amulet. In fact, she goes well with two of them, but I do like one Book of Mana on Rinji, so they cast their ability just that little bit more frequently. Now we need some heroes that go well with debuffs, and we need them quick smart, otherwise Rinji's kind of like a dead pick. Yeah, look at that, just completely, she essentially soloed that in terms of the stunning him and doing most of the damage. Oh, cool. Awesome. Really like Solar Wrath for this type of build because they have a lot of ethereal damage and they can also apply a lot of burns of like on crit and on hit attacks. I wish I could like, I guess reserve him for next time because I think we have to choose Blake. Blake's a good damage dealer, Blake's a good burn applier, which is what we need. And I just realized we have no area damage. So next pick should try being area damage. We also need a healer as well. So Kasara out for area damage and then add in a healer. Okay. None of these is what I want right now. Ethereal amplification on Rinji sounds pretty good given that's what he's pretty much what he's about. Not really synergistic just yet, but you know what? We could probably slam that on straight away to be perfectly honest. And then we'll go directly to the shop. Here, we just want to make sure Kasara's far enough away, so aggro will go to Atrios over here. So the more distance she has, the more damage her orb does, which will just absolutely obliterate whatever it touches. She's just a good early game carry, would recommend. Oh my god. So there's our AoE damage, the actual perfect pick for our team so far. Which would mean we need some more defensiveness for Atros. I'd love the cape on him so he casts more and has more health. I'd love some mana regen for Pyro. And attack speed for Rinji, given that he's got this kind of duo going on here. So I think we want to focus on our tank because if we don't, he's just going to crumble. So maybe one heavy armor is good and then one cloak is good too. Cast amulet for sure on you and heavy armor on you. Lovely. Shop, what do you have to offer us? You do give us a healer, and I'm gonna take it, despite it not being my favorite, for considering that we're range, close combat. Before we click you, let's see what relic we're given for the 3. Oh, lovely. I love the -2 max mana. Everyone's just gonna, he's gonna cast it 3 straight away. That's so powerful. The mushroom is overpowered for sure. 25% max reduction of health. It's just not strong enough for the -2 mana. So as long as you survive those first few seconds of the fight, boom, you win. This item is terrific on Atros. It will keep him alive for the rest of the game. So we need the healer. So I have to click that without even looking at all the other items. Then do we have burn? So that's a pretty good burn stunner. So we could ramp up some attack speed on Blake and give that to him. But I'd rather just make it so our tank's invincible. So we'll do that. And we can actually afford both. And we can afford these as well. One of these. What do we want? Cast speed on Pyro or attack speed on Blake? It's probably attack speed for now. Otherwise I would have loved to have picked it. Let's go. Event, give us something good. Oh. Alright. I'll probably do... Given that we might... No, we'll probably go to this shop here. So let's assume we get 3 characters killed here. That's 21 life, I think. How do I check that? Anyway, I'm just going to assume it's 21 life. That's 60... that's 59. And for the boss, we'll shoot... Nah, we got plenty of life to play around with. I'm going to break open a few urns. We're not a bleed, so that's useless. Awesome. That's really good. Now, if we get any item that focuses on mana regen, we're sorted for one of our casters. This is a ridiculous start. So you can have that, and do we have anything that goes well with attack speed? We do. I'm not sure I want that just yet. It's good, but it's not really what I'm going for just yet. But what we can do is definitely put this on Atros. Now he starts off with 89 defense. Yeah, lovely. Oh, good thing we saved the health. This is what I mean. You never know what's going to come up. All right, so I'm going to click this, and I don't want there to be any negative items, and there aren't. What I mean by negative, sometimes it's like the increased party by 1, but increased max mana by 1. I don't want any of those with a negative detriment. I want something synergistic. Spell power is okay, and frost is frost, so confirm and leave. I'm not going to click it again. It's just too much life. And this is the amount of twice the amount of debuffs. So this frost orb actually benefits us. And let's just kill this boss. Kasara, you are out. So that means cast speed can probably go on her. She can go there for a bit of spell power, and she's got the cast speed there. And everyone huddle in. Be around our healer, please. We'll turn this on. I think we're extremely powerful. And let's go. Yeah. Perfect. Look at the healing. 1,000. She's also doing a lot of damage with that spray. Atros is surprisingly a bit squishy, despite all the things I said there. But I guess we did have the tab on, and he nearly survived. Oh, wow. Wow. Arcanist Staff for sure goes well on mana regen, and mana regen is all we're putting on Pyro because he self-scales spell power burn. That is nuts. That is absolutely nuts on him. Okay, we'll pick an item. Stunning's pretty cool. Just adds that extra layer of defense. Healing is also really good. Ooh, tough. Healing is pretty good. Nah, we'll just do that. It's just too useful. And I reckon we go to... I reckon 44. It's a bit risky to go this way, but we can bail out and go to the campfire. Even though we can buy a relic at the shop and go to an event, which might be something cool. But our origin is so powerful. Do we think we're strong enough? I probably shouldn't... So this is an extra relic. That's an extra relic, maybe 2. This is no extra relic, but it does allow rest once and 1 upgrade. So what would we be looking to upgrade? The staff would be good. No, I'm going to have a bit of fun with it. I'm going to go here, even if we don't have no money to buy anything other than a relic. Hoping that this is good. Ooh, we can clone someone. I think it's a no on the clone. I like the team comp we've got. If we defeat, we get money, which is good before the shop. So let's do that. It's a bit of a risk, because if we don't win, then L, but let's give it a go. And we can... Who can we level up with only 2? How much points do I need for this? 3. So I can spend 3 points, which means I can actually level up old mate over here. None of these are great. I guess I'll go with the thing that can occasionally give him more defense. Let's go. Cora? Oh, you beauty. Yeah, look at him. He goes off between these 2 items. Now we just need to give him mana regen. This is a strong run. This is very strong. So strong that I'm dodging the campfire before the first elite. Love it. Oh, where am I? Sorry, I've confused myself. Shield? I don't think we've got any shield yet. That's typically a pretty good item, but no. I don't want to roll too much as the thing. I've only got 44 life. On cast, 15 defense is kind of cool. Kinda. Spell power for ethereal damage, also good with fire builds. Who's going to have really high attack speed and spell power? No one. Useless. On cast, I think it's just too slow. And I'm going to click this because I don't want to lose all my health. And that's going to go straight onto... It's not going to go on Cora. It's actually going to go on Pyro. But I think for now I'll leave it here just so she gets some heals in for the next fight. So we've got a bit of money now, and we can buy a relic. Ooh. So, attack speed, that item, that chili, which increases attack speed, which is attack damage, is really good. More attacks means more casts of Juggernaut defense. More attacks means more debuffs applied because he gets more mana from it, but also attacks more with this, which is most of his damage source. It means more ramping of that, but off a smaller base. So not so good for old mate Blake. Completely fine for Pyro. Completely fine for Cora. What does Sift give us? Oh my goodness. Is it worth reducing mana even more? Probably not. Too greedy. I'm actually going to go double Frost Orb because it's going to double the amount of debuffs on the enemy. No, that'd be silly. Tomb of Healing. Just more generic blade defense. Yes, please. And then the tank needs to be tankier, and this is my favorite item that I'm seeing right here. So, done. Let's go. Onwards to Green Dragon territory. Do you have any items I can equip? Nothing that speaks me too highly. Like, that's really good. That will be good on someone, but not yet. And so we need Atrios to get aggro. We definitely want Cora on one of these healing nodes, and who's got the least health? Rinchi's got 1050, so does Paro. So we'll put them... Maybe we'll put them... No, we need to put them near Cora. So maybe something like this. Yeah, I think we can tab it as well. We're quite strong. And let's go. All right, team. Yeah, Cora is... Her healing is lovely, especially with double book. She doesn't even have much spell power, but she's still healing so much with that book. Ideally, guys, you could have killed him, by the way, but I guess not really much of a priority. We are so strong and we don't even have an origin. I'm having a good time. We'll get Naomi just in case we want to change synergies. Like this item here, Naomi, busted. And I'd only consider it if we found the item that shares shield to everyone else once it's applied to one individual. Whenever mana regen regenerates mana, ethereal damage based on attack damage. Useless in our kind of current team composition. It's none of these either, so let's give it a couple rolls, find something really good. Ooh. Okay. So this Solstice is crazy. For someone who attacks a lot, it means old mate Rinji, because this is most of his damage is from ethereal damage from debuffs, so this is a Rinji item. This is also really good because it's uncapped. That's infinite mana. It's only someone self-scales their health. So for example, we could pick that on Atrios and just get him one item that scales his health, and then he's sorted. Similarly to Pyro, you go really well in Pyro with this Arcanist stuff. I'm going to lock it because I think it's good enough to, but I'm going to choose Solstice, and that with the intent of putting on Rinji. So I want to go to shop for this. I also like Firewood. I know that kind of conflicts somewhat, but it's so useful. Like, here we could go shop, fire, double elite, and one event. Or over here we could go fire. This is so good. Double fire, so lots of upgrades and healing and origin selection. And campfire and shop, which means we can buy one more relic and one more elite. It's going to be this for me, thank you. Lock it in. You go here, you go here. Have a good day. Turn that on. Voice crack. 1, 2, 3. And every time they attack, they apply a debuff. Lifesteal. It's definitely the debuff one. We can trade that over to someone like Blake, who's going to be attacking a lot. And save my trophies, because I don't want to go too low. So, good luck, team. Kill him. Come on. Tough, tanky enemies. Fortunately, they don't do much damage, and no one can get past his health. He's got too much defense and healing getting taken to him. We'll get the final fragment. So fragments are sorted. attack speed's really good on Rinji, and Pyro's really good with mana regen. So if I find any of those pure attack speed or pure, I think I want the amulet version of that. That's what I'm after. And attack speed would be wonderful. Also, Korra could do with more spell power, because that means she's going to hit harder, which means she's going to heal more. So Pyro's becoming an absolute monster in this team composition. Alright, so before I look at any of the origins, I'm going to see what good enchants we have. Ridiculous enchants. This is quite good. So essentially it scales with... It triggers off mana regen and scales off debuffs times... That's it. Does spell damage. So we're a debuff build for sure. And we're not much of a... I guess we're going to have a bit of mana regen here. We should have a lot over here eventually and a lot over here. And we've got a bit over there. This is okay. This is really crazy survivability with both these books as well. It's going to go even higher. And it's going to give everyone overshield. That's really good. The question is, do we think survivability is more important or damage? I think with Pyro, with infinite scaling, and eventually Rinji will as well with the debuffs, I think survivability is more important. I'm actually going to go that. And then any item we find that scales off shield will also work, because the overheal goes to the shield. Although you could convince me to choose Lux there, but anyway. That's a bit of a controversial pick, I feel. At least it feels like it for me. We'll go this here. And I think I might rest. I don't want to get too greedy. Alright, take aggro. You two go here, and you go back there, just in range of Korra's bursting. Go. Yeah, look at this overheal instantly. It's just adding such a huge layer of defense for our team. Rinji might have died without it, maybe, I don't know. We're not Frost, we're not Shock. Don't want to lose mana regen, and that attack speed's lame. Burn. Burn, 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 burn. That's a really good item. Temporarily. Ideally, we have survivability on our tank, but it's always a sacrifice with those items. Ooh. Big heal. Trophies. Clone anyone? I think it's not clone. I really like what we've got going on, and I don't want to sacrifice cool secondary passives for these birds. Although these kind of suck. No, I'm going to go this curse. I think that's too fun. Now we can level heaps of people up, and we're going to put the cloak on our tank. Korra here. You can go back there. No, I don't think it's actually worth splitting up in this fight, because he sends out this attack damage in an area, and Korra's just going to heal right through that very quickly. And we can level up everyone drastically. So, mana regen for my loss of health. I don't think it's worth it. Potentially 15% chance to get double attack. Yes, please. On the guy that we want to attack a lot. Perfect. Pyro, what are you going to give us today? Mana regen gives spell power. Insane. Thank you. And Blake, what are you going to get? Oh, the guy we want to attack a lot as well. Attacks more. 15% more, in fact. Atrios? More life is quite nice on him. I don't think this does enough just yet. He just needs to survive. And let's give him a second passive. God, our whole team can have double attack. Already heals based on 100% of defense, which I like, because he is scaling. Well, he has quite a lot of defense. So that's kind of just a little bit of survivability. And I think that's good enough for now. Yeah, let's crank it. You're gone down, Night Stalker. All right, Korra, you gotta heal the team. Yeah, and team, you gotta apply more debuffs. All right, so the debuff origin definitely would have been better, and our damage just died. So we've lost. Bugger. It's okay, we got plenty of life to spare. But that is a lesson learned. We need to do more damage, which is more casting from Pyro. We don't do much damage initially. We need to make sure we're applying the debuffs on. That was the weakness there, single target. So I would like attack speed on Blake to get him more casts of his burns, and attack speed on Rinji. Oh, the quiver was right there. More spell power on the healer as well is pretty good here. Yikes. Yikes to that fight. That surprises me. I really did think we were very, very strong. That would have been good. Okay, what relic do we get? So we don't have much money, so that's a no there. This is pretty good. Do we have much to sacrifice? I kind of like what we've got going on here. I'm probably going to go Shocking Orb, just more debuffs. Help out our characters, generically. Alright, so more heal on Korra. And more mana on the guy that we want to cast infinitely. Now, that's a good item. Or Blake. And that's all we can afford, so let's carry on. Put it on Blake. Here, mate. There you go. I am surprised. That's... I got a little overconfident. But I don't... Like, what else would I have done there? Why are we starting the fight with half health? What am I missing there? So that only does 25%. Is there another item? Ah, it's the freaking curse. Ah, that's why we got destroyed, because we couldn't do debuffs fast enough, which means we couldn't do the damage. And as time went on, we kept losing defense, so we kept getting more damage taken. So, yeah, okay. No, the team's not as... I was really scratching my head there. Oh, healing for spell power is really powerful. That goes really well on either Korra, but also Pyro, because his spell power is going to be through the roof. So I'm actually temporarily going to put it on Pyro. Proceed. Event. The longer you survive, the better. There's no negative in actually doing this fight, so we're going to do it. And I want people to be clumped together, but I can't get that. I just want Korra next to the tank and next to Pyro, because with these three we can win. So carry on. Korra, thank you. Look at it. They've got so much armor. She's healed for 32,000. This is a cool team comp. I'm glad. I was questioning my existence then. And look at these orbs. This is why I like them. They applied 75 each. That is scaling up old mate's damage. Apparently not very much. We need to quickly get him an attack speed item. Let's see. Now, max health. Do we have anything scaling max health? We don't, so it's probably not you. I do love it so much though. I've won so many runs purely because of that item alone. So we got another Solstice. And we got on cast attack steal with Ethereal. Based on spell power. That's, whoa, 400 spell power would be 4,000 damage every cast when he's casting a lot. It's 4,000 damage a lot. The answer is yes, but I think we can do better on him. But we can always take this off. And then are we really gonna do 2 of those on old mate Rinji? And the answer might just be yes. He does so much ethereal damage. That's kind of... No, I'm gonna go with 2 Solstice. Why not? For every burn on the enemy with the most burn, all heroes get spell power. So that's just 120 spell power for the whole team, which is decent. It's pretty good for our healer. It'll be good for our tank to do damage. Does nothing for Rinji. Does a little bit of damage for Blake. Every X seconds trigger. So more shock, more frost. More shock, more frost. What else? Dealing with. More healing. Ooh. Not very good. More healing. Slightly more shield, but I think it's pretty negligible. No, I don't think it is that this time around. More attack speed's obviously good because it goes well with Blake and Rinji. But I think 120 spell power across the board is great. As long as there's an easy item to switch out. It is just a straight upgrade for this, and one we don't have to worry about as well because it's not positional. So we'll do this, I think. Alright. Every shield, we don't shield. I would have loved to see the fire, the double fire amount, but I don't think it really matters. Okay, definitely double heal. So I'm pretty happy with our current origin and double burn application from the cloak. The rest, carry on. So we just need to get aggro, the tank here, and we want all our other units down here so that they kill these two coffins. But we also want Cora near the side because that's where the enemy's going to come from, so she can heal everyone around it. I like it. Same logic. And I can level some up to level 4. It's probably going to be Cora. More mana regen for sure. A bit of ethereal damage, attack, steal, shock, or mana regen. I think probably mana regen for missing health because then she just, when things get dire, she just casts more and she's the healer, so go. Oh, it wasn't 50%, it was only 50% for Cora, and it was because of this item in combination with this item really takes her out. Now, after this fight, I'm going to do a fight recap to see how the team's actually performing. And interesting, those orbs alone are keeping up with the fire generation from the team. So I would love a fire orb. That would do a lot for the team. Yeah, you are nearly useless. 22 fire? Not enough. God, Cora's doing nearly as much as you, but she's also healing the team. Yikes. Oh, that might just be a perfect upgrade compared to Blake. Blake's just not doing much. I know I haven't really fully kitted him out, but I think Magnus is better, especially because we've got this item which helps with spell power. So, oh, every 3 attacks, apply 2 burn and get defense. That's a good Ringy item. But he's already got 2 solstices. No one's shielding in our current... Oh, yes, we are. We are shielding because of the overheal. But he's not... To get shield, we have to overheal, which he's probably not going to be doing. All right, so for Blaz... for Blaz, Magnus also attacks a lot. Yeah, it's definitely Blaz. Let's go for it now. Minus attack speed. Do we have much of that going on? A little bit here and a little bit there. That's really good, just because of the ethereal amplification. Proceed. All right, so shops to buy relics. So shop, relic. Event. This is, yeah, that's the path. I'm not even gonna, don't even worry about it. I'm gonna put Magnus in instead of Blake because Blake is not performing. And then we can level up Magnus. Attack power per spell power is really good because he does actually end up attacking a lot. So this just makes him an all-rounder, which I find he typically is anyway. And we can put the pistols on Ringy because it's attack speed. And I think for the green one, I'm going to put this on him. That should increase his damage astronomically. So then all we need to do is get some, free up some space. God, I'm just going to do it now. Is it every time that I do ethereal damage from a non-burning source, get 7%? Yeah, let's do it. Let's see how that goes. A little bit greedy, but whatever. Okay, so tank, get most aggro, and then Cora, heal everyone else. Go. Cora should just carry this because the enemies are so locked in together. And if Ringy doesn't increase their damage soon, I'm going to feel like I made a big mistake with these 2 items. I don't want to talk about it. And Book of Mana is really good for Magnus. I'm going to straight up put that on him as well. Attack speed. We're kind of full up on items elsewhere other than Atrios. So mana regen with Magnus and Atrios friendly items, probably the armor. So, right, mate, there you go, and you can grab this. We've got a lot of items here, but I don't think, like, I could put this on. Yeah, I'll put that on. I should have done that earlier. That's just going to give her more mana and more spell power, which is cool. Proceed. And buy ourselves a relic. So every 3 seconds, deal spell damage to the highest HP enemy equal to 30 times the spell power of the hero with the least spell power. We've got that item that gives the whole team spell power, so that's quite good. I don't want this because I've got the orb applying it, so I'll actually go that. And what can I sacrifice? Oof. Because this item pairs really nicely with that. I think it's going to be quite a bit of damage. I've never actually done it before, so it's 30 times 120. So it's, yeah, 3,600 every 3 seconds. I think that's good enough to sub in. Do I dare get rid of one of these books? I just did, so we'll see how that goes. And then ethereal amplification. Is anyone else doing ethereal? For burn? No. I'll grab the book. I'll grab, I guess, a power staff. And can I put the power staff on instead of? I can. That's lucky. Cora, get the power staff. Magnus, you get another mana regen book. Let's go. We're gonna have so many relics by the end of this act. Cora near the tank. Let's go up the side because I want to kill these guys as quickly as possible. They're the ones that really take you out. Let's go. Cora cast. Thank you. It's so risky having this mushroom with this item here because if she dies, all our survivability dies and like substantial damage too. And good to see Rinji's actually carrying a bit of damage there as well. Burn. Oh, that's cool. Ethereal damage. You know what? I'm choosing it. So the attack deal ethereal damage times the number of burns, and then so maybe we go like this instead and split the ethereal damage. I'm gonna do it. I think it's wrong, but I'm gonna do it. A relic. Crit chance I don't care about. Spell power is pretty decent, so I'll grab that. The others are kind of useless. Ooh. More spell power for mana regen is pretty good. In fact, really good on Pyro. It's going to scale him even faster. It's also pretty decent on Cora, so I think that's the pick. And we carry on. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at what we're offered here. More ethereal amplification per attack. Just getting rid of this item that no one's actually holding. I don't really want to get rid of all this mana regen. This is pretty weak combo and we do have a spare staff, but no one really needs this combo of items either. That's okay, but like ethereal amplification is pretty good actually on Magnus. And then if we get that, who's it going on? I'd be going on Rinji. Fine. Fine. The ultimate ethereal amplification and fire build, burn build. We didn't get the burn one here, but so I'll just enchant some things. This is double damage, which is crazy. And what does this do? Even less attack speed, but more spell power and mana regen. Love to see it. What's up next? Okay, I won't be greedy. Proceed at this manner, and I'm not going to get rid of this because it's such good survivability for us. What I like to do in this fight, and don't get me wrong, I'll switch everyone to the other side, is 2 enemies on a tank. Everyone else can hopefully focus down. Oh, they're not even looking at the right guy. Scrap that. I do like to split these guys up because they do AoE damage. So if they're all clumped together, they can take out your team really quickly. So one of them's going to go up here, 2 of them down here. That's probably good enough, especially with Cora near the tank. But not ideal because Rinji might get taken out quickly, unless Cora. Who died there? Magnus died. Lame. That's okay. We're strong. We're so strong. I'm just going to pick some items, Rocket 3, because I think we're fully kitted out at this point. So we can do a bit of shielding, or let's just give everyone a bit of max health and carry on to the star fight. So you go here. What do you do? AoE damage. Still, I think I want to clump everyone together. I just want to keep... Oof. Maybe I could just put like 1 unit over here. And I want them to survive for longer because I want to see how they actually perform with their kind of combinations, especially the ethereal damage. So Cora cast, please. Thank you. Yeah, that was a good decision. He's our biggest damage dealer early on, which is nice because he can pick off the easy targets. Look at these stats. What a tank. So let's see. Barely any burn application. I'm glad I picked up Magnus in the end. Just note, Magnus really does, like, he's an attacker. Don't get him twisted. He does cast, but he does really well when he's attacking because of his inherent attack speed. Alright. We could even consider, honestly, Shocking is stun. Shocking is more debuffs. This is more health for our tank, but nah, let's do this. It's fun. We can go straight on as well. And I forgot to put this on. I'll put that on to Cora. I may as well put this on to him. And I can always switch up items later if I want. So before I switch passives, does anyone get a third passive? Yes, you can. More mana regen, please. More casts. Is there a shot coming up? There's a shot coming up, so I don't want to use... I can only use 7 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this is 7. That's really annoying. Oh, well. What am I offered? Oh, another item slot? Nuts. Nuts. That Firemancer is really, really good for our build, but another item slot is just too powerful on our tank, I think. Yeah. I'm going to go on our tank, because I like all the other abilities. So it means we can give him some form of health scaling. Hopefully in the shop? No. Nah, all garbage, but let's choose another relic. Hero with the most max mana gets spell power. That would go on Rinji, and Rinji doesn't do anything with spell power. I don't know. So I give defense to our whole team, but I have to sacrifice an item. That's pretty bad, so that's okay. I'm gonna choose this and just hopefully look to trade it out later. Kittens go for a little walk. All right. Now, we're next to the tank. In this fight, you just can't have anyone over here because they'll just get eaten alive by the spawning units. And the Atrios, take it on. Go. This fight's really good. Cora does so much AoE damage that she heals just astronomically. Yeah, no one's even remotely scathed. And I'm glad I put that thing on Atrios. He did 281 burns, so they didn't stand a chance in that fight. So, heroes, we don't need anyone. I really like our team. Nuts. So for every burn, they do more attack damage, spell damage, and attack speed, which we could actually consider for Atrios. I think not. It would be better on Rinji, maybe? No, spell power is useless on him. It would be really good for Magnus, but I don't think we can afford to give him another item. No. Oh. I think we're sorted for endgame scaling. I'd like something that keeps us alive, that keeps our tank alive. Whenever they get damaged, they do ethereal damage back to them. No mana regen. Or is it receives here? We could have 1% of the max mana for the max bot. No, thank you. This is kind of cool. More healing received every attack. No, but we can definitely do better than that. Healing received, shield received, ethereal amplification. No. Healing received, attack damage, spell damage, lifesteal. Ooh. No, I don't think I want to get the 60 damage per second. Mana regen? Her attack damage? That's pretty good on our tank. I think that's good enough. It's survivability because it means he's going to cast more, which means he's going to be doing more burns and more taunting, but more defense gain every 3 seconds. So we'll go for that. Might be a mistake. Oh well. Now, our entire team does not give about attack damage, so this wand is really good. But what is this? What could this give us? I'm going to go the wand. It's just too much of the downside's just not there. And we're going to go to shop again because we can buy another relic. So more bleeding is more debuffs. We're not really defense. We'll go to the bleed. 50% chance to buy. I think we're actually full up on items, so we're kind of done. At this point, we just gotta hope that we survive and have enough scaling, so probably like this. And carry on. Yeah. Thank you, Orbs, for applying that. And the shock is all getting applied from Atros, which is good because it's going to help the stuns. And then the damage is scaled high enough that the magma beneath us doesn't kill us. Oh my god. Double this? The debuff mastery? Don't mind if I do. Wow, this might be one of the better... This might be one of the better ethereal characters I've made. Hopefully this scale's much higher now. We'll see. Like I do say one of the better I've made, but like still not doing hundreds of thousands of damage, which you should be. Let's go. Cora cast, thank you. Just the first cast is all we need from you, really. Because by that time everyone else is scaled up high enough. Yeah, keep attacking. Keep scaling, 100,000. He still slows, he's slower than Pyro. Alright. I think at this point we can't actually go on that node because it's too close to the spawns. So we'll just put it like this and hope that people are close enough. No, let's be like this. I want both aggros on Atrios and I want the healer near everyone else. Come on. One cast. Oof. They are doing a lot of damage, but it's too late. It's too late. The team have already scaled. Thank you. Yes, Rinji with the outscaling of Pyro. Cool build. Very cool. Cora MVP, I felt, and everyone else really performed. Yeah, look at the 45k each. It just doubled his damage at the end there. Love it. Most of his damage was that axe that I put on him, so that was the correct decision. 800 healing from that perk sucks, noted, even though he has heaps of defense. 833, not enough to consider. Awesome. All right, thanks for watching, guys. That was a pretty quick run. A nice win for a Flame Master. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye.